Hey Wesley,
Yeah,
are you a boy or a girl?
a boy and a girl.
What are your pronouns?
Him and she.
How do you know?
That's how I feel.
So the difference between gender-neutral parenting and genderless parenting is that one is completely neutral and the other is not. For my youngest, we use all pronouns, including neopronouns, because we want them to feel each pronoun and see what makes them most comfortable. With my oldest, we've done this, and she goes by she, her, he, him pronouns, and has expressed that they are both a boy and a girl. Gender creative parenting or genderless parenting is allowing them to experience both masculine and feminine things.
Oh, okay. Apparently, this is called genderless parenting. I say it's parentless parenting. And it should be called child abuse, especially when a 4-year-old is being taught from the youngest of ages that they can literally be any and all genders. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments on that one. Since the indoctrination seems to be warmed up, let's take a little time to find out what other stories are trending left. And we're going to go from crazy biological mom to crazy surrogate mom, as yet another teacher claims her greatest joy is for students to view her not as an educator, but as their mom.
I am a teacher. I am not a standard teacher. No. I tell these kids to call me mom at school because I say that I am the school mom. I want them to be able to trust me, to come to me, be able to feel like I'm not just someone who's going to give them good or bad grades, but like someone they can actually talk to, someone they can, words, can confide to. And it's the greatest thing I could have ever asked to do in my life.
Yep. You can be a teacher and be someone that the students can go talk to, but you are not their mother, and you look like you're 8. But anyway, speaking of nonsense, a principal at Beacon Elementary School in Dexter, Michigan, recently sent an email to parents promoting some books recommended for K-5 children to read this month. One of those recommendations was a book called Jacob's New Dress. Ah, yes. As we read on Amazon, Jacob's New Dress is an affirming story about gender nonconformity. And apparently it's appropriate for, all the 3-year-olds out there. The story goes like this. Jacob loves playing dress up when he can be anything he wants to be. Some kids at school say he can't wear girl clothes, but Jacob wants to wear a dress to school. Can he convince his parents to let him wear what he wants? This heartwarming story speaks to the unique challenges faced by children who don't identify with traditional gender roles. Oh, yet another example of just parentless parenting. Can Jacob just not have parents who are going to be parents, but instead just, hey, you're just my friend, you're my pal, you can wear whatever you want, you can be anything you want to be, especially, specifically, when we're coming to talk about genders. Anyway, the confusion doesn't stop there. We have an online teacher whose self-esteem is apparently so low that she needed to change her pronouns mid-school year just to get some validation from young, impressionable kids. Here we go.
So today was our first day back from spring break, and I told all my students that my pronouns are they, them, and that my honorific is mix. But I wanted to tell you about 2 of my students that just made my heart sing and made me feel so validated. One of them, she put in the chat, I'm so proud of you. And then one of my other students, maybe like half an hour after we had talked about that, had a question and put in the chat, mix, da-da-da-da-da, here's my question. And it was just so validating to see mix pop up on the screen instead of miss, and it made my day.
As always, we must put upon the children, because we have parentless parents and teacherless teachers, and it's the children who must validate our adult feelings. And just to go from the MS to an MX, wow, it makes everything. That's life. That's what these people are striving for. And it's just sad. But finally, we're going to wrap things up with a statement that's just 100% straight out of Crazy Town. But many of these super woke have convinced themselves that biological men who believe they are women are actually biological women. in their brain, just, it's in there. It's just, they're born with some extra parts. That's all. And you think conservatives are the knuckle-dragging science deniers. Sure.
Transgendered women are biologically women, though, in their brain. It's just the body didn't match up. And this is why we need the distinction between cisgendered and transgendered, because biologically we're the same, but the rest of it.
Biologically, I'm 5'7". Biologically, it's just that some of my parts don't line up. And so I'm just 5 foot. But biologically, I'm 5'7". That's going to wrap up this segment, but you can be sure there will be plenty more craziness next week. Until then, stay sane.